Hello everyone. Welcome back to Master Speak English, where we help you become confident and fluent in English. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe because we have amazing lessons, tips, and stories that will take your English to the next level. Today, I want to have an honest conversation with you about something many learners struggle with: speaking English confidently and fluently. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt frustrated when trying to speak English? Maybe you know the words, but when it's time to talk, your mind goes blank. Or perhaps you worry about making mistakes and people judging you. Trust me, I completely understand how that feels. Learning a new language is a journey, and today, I want to share some powerful lessons that will help you become fluent faster and with more confidence. When I was a student, I had a big dream: to speak English fluently. But at first, it wasn't easy. I was shy, I made mistakes, and sometimes I even wanted to give up. But one piece of advice changed everything for me. A teacher once told me, "If you want to be fluent, you must practice every day." That simple advice transformed my mindset. I realized that fluency isn't about being perfect, it's about making progress. Think of learning English like building a house. First, you need a strong foundation. That foundation is listening. Before you can speak well, you need to hear the language a lot. Listen to English every single day. Watch movies, listen to podcasts, enjoy songs, and pay attention to how native speakers talk. The more you listen, the more your brain gets used to the rhythm and sounds of the language. Next, let's talk about speaking. One of the biggest mistakes learners make is waiting until they feel ready to start speaking. But here's the truth: you will never feel 100% ready. The best way to improve is to start speaking now. Talk to yourself in English, describe what you see around you, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are proof that you are learning. A student once told me, "Teacher, I forget words when I speak." And I told her, that's okay. Fluency isn't about knowing every word. It's about communicating your ideas. If you don't know a word, try to explain it in another way. This is what native speakers do all the time. The key is to keep talking and not stop when you forget a word. Another secret to fluency is thinking in English. Many learners translate from their native language, and this slows them down. Try to train your brain to think directly in English. Start with simple things. When you see a chair, think chair, instead of translating from your language. When you wake up in the morning, think about your plans in English. Little by little, this habit will make speaking much easier. Reading is another powerful tool. But don't just read, read aloud. This helps your mouth get used to forming English words. Choose books or articles that interest you, and read them every day. If you find a new word, write it down and use it in a sentence. The more words you actively use, the more natural they will become in your speech. Many learners ask me, "Do I need to speak fast to be fluent?" And my answer is always no. Fluency is not about speed. It's about clarity and confidence. I once had a student who spoke very fast, but people couldn't understand him. I told him, slow down, focus on clear pronunciation, and use simple words. And guess what? People started understanding him better, and he became more confident. Here's another tip. Practice with a friend. Find a partner who is also learning English and agree to speak only in English together. It doesn't matter if you make mistakes. What matters is that you're practicing. I knew 2 students who did this every day, and in just a few months, their confidence and fluency improved dramatically. And let's not forget the power of repetition. If you want to master English, you have to repeat what you learn. Think about your favorite song. Why can you remember the lyrics? Because you've heard it many times. The same rule applies to learning English. If you hear a new phrase, repeat it out loud several times. Use it in conversations, and soon, it will become natural for you. Now, here's something very important. Don't be afraid of silence. When you speak, it's okay to pause and think. Many learners panic when they can't find the right word immediately. But even native speakers pause while speaking. Take a deep breath, think for a second, and then continue. One of my favorite exercises for fluency is recording yourself. Choose a topic, speak for 1 minute, and then listen to yourself. This will help you notice areas for improvement and boost your confidence. Another thing that helped me on my English journey was immersing myself in the language as much as possible. I changed my phone settings to English, I wrote my daily journal in English, and I even thought in English as much as I could. These small changes made a huge difference over time, and I encourage you to do the same. Lastly, remember that fluency is a journey, not a destination. It takes time, patience, and consistent effort. Some days, you might feel like you're not improving, but trust me, every bit of practice adds up. Keep going, stay positive, and most importantly, enjoy the process. Now, I want to hear from you. What's the biggest challenge you face when speaking English? Let me know in the comments, and let's help each other grow. And if you found this lesson helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Master Speak English for more tips and lessons. See you in the next video.